Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Mazleena binti Mohd Syukri. I'm from the AC6F. My ID number is IDI1@06144. So this is my first commentary video, and based on the task given, we were asked to find 3 types of social deviance committed during the COVID-19 outbreak and find the possible reason why the people commit it and relate it with the sociological theories. So throughout this video, we're going to discuss about the social deviance committed during the COVID-19 outbreak. So what is social deviance? So social deviance is a behavior which is committed by an individual which opposing the norms of our society. So the social deviance divided into 2, which is formal and informal. So it either comes with positive consequences or negative consequences. So let's move on into the first examples of social deviance committed during the COVID-19 outbreak. So the first example is the public meeting in Sulawesi on 18 March 2020, which involved 9,000 people from Thailand, Arabia, India, and Philippines, Indonesia, also Malaysia. Actually, the Indonesian authorities have ordered to cancel this program, but how they still make it going. So we all aware that the restriction movement order for COVID-19 outbreak in Malaysia start on 18 March 2020, which all of the citizens are asked to avoid any mass gathering and keep social distancing. So people who come to this public meeting, they commit a social deviance because they break the order from the higher authorities. So there are some possible reasons why they commit the social deviance. So based on Freud theory, first is because ignorance, and second is because it against their principles. First, ignorance is maybe because they ignore the importance of the restriction movement order and the dangerous spread of the COVID-19. So they just come to the mass gatherings and they don't care about the spread of the virus, so they just ignore all of it. So second is because it against their principles. These participants of public meeting is maybe think that it is more important for them to attend the religious meeting to feed their soul rather than to keep to stay at home and keep their safety. This can be supported by the article written by the Free Malaysia Today website, which is quote the same from one of the organizer, Mustari Bahranuddin, said that every human afraid of illness and death, including themselves, but somehow there is more in the body, which is the soul. So this can be see clearly that they commit the social deviance because it against their principle. So this public meeting is one of the examples of ritualism types of social deviance. So ritualism is the sociological theory by Merton, which means that an individual accept the institutionalized mean but rejects the societal goals. So this public meeting is ritualisms because they ignore to put concern on their safety, which is the societal goals, because we all need to stay at home and concern on our safety, but they still realize the importance of religions in these situations. Like they go into the religious and they said that they will get protected by God and something like that. So that is why the public meaning is ritualism types of social deviance. Okay, so second example is because people lying on the travel contact history. So our Health Director General Dr. Nur Hisham Abdullah said that there are society or people who start relying on giving information. So we can see for example, in the Clinic Kesihatan in Melaka, there's a patient who ignored and did not admit and ignore all the questions asked by the medical staff, but he only admit and said to the doctors in the consultation room that he has a contact history with COVID-19 positive patient. So this can occur due to no dire consequences and mindlessly taking the first small step. So based on Freud, when there is no sanctions, either formals or informals, people will have the courage to commit the social deviance. So we can see that there is no consequences for people who are lying about their informations, like there is no fine or there is no convictions. So next is because they're on maybe mindlessly taking the first small step. This is based on the Milgram experiment and Stanford Milgram experiment theory, because these people who are lying about the information maybe think that lying is just a small matter, so they'll be like, oh, it's fine, okay. So that's why they lie because they think it is a small matter. So somehow lying about travel and contact history is actually a destructive behavior, because based on the Merton theory, destructive behavior involves the self-centered and instant gratifications. So that's mean self-centered is because these people are being selfish, that they're lying about their contact history, and it gives them instant gratification, means that they are satisfied being lying, they are satisfied of lying their information, so that they don't become the suspect of the COVID-19 virus. So that when these people are being so selfish, self-centered, they have risked the life of other people and give negative consequences. So Dorel 2020 stated that the Seri Kembangan Health Clinic at Selangor need to be closed down because of the patients are lying about attending the public meeting, and the patient is actually COVID-19 positive. So that is the negative consequences of the situations. Okay, so the last one is the citizen breaking the restriction movement order. So there are still news that we can see that people are still eating at the restaurant and they're still going back home, like balik kampung. So the possible reasons why the citizen break the restrictions movement order is based on Freud, is maybe because of the ignorance. So the people who are eating at the restaurants maybe ignore the dangers of the COVID-19, the spreading, so they just go out to the restaurants and have fun and go to their favorite restaurants. Okay, so that is the first. And then next is situationals. Maybe it is situationals. This can be applied to students. For example, at the beginning of the restriction movement order, we all aware that the institutions need to be closed for a while, so that the students might make a decision to take their ride back home, because everyone wants to be with their family in these tense situations. So the students, they're desperately breaking the restriction movement order and go back home, and they take a ride to go back home to be with their family. So this is based on situation. So because of that, they commit the social deviance by breaking the restrictions movement order. So all of these social deviance can be committed during the committed during the COVID-19 outbreak can be related with the theory from Freud, Merton, and even the Milgram experiment and Stanford Milgram experiment. So by that, I conclude this. With that, I conclude this discussions on social deviance, and I think that's all for my commentary video. Thank you and stay safe. Bye.